So 3, 2, 1. I believe we are live right now. Yep, I think we are
So,
live.
guys, everyone who watched us, thank you so much, and hope you will be enjoying the show. We are happy to coming back, and first of all, I want to say big thank you to Roman. This is beautiful man. You saw it on the left or right part of your screen, I don't know, but Roman, actually, this is the guy who was me from my early beginning. This is the actually the best video maker who makes the best my video. You probably saw it, and
Thank you, Alex.
everything on my channel actually was created by Roman. So it's absolutely logical that we start collaboration from now, and I believe it will be like a good future because last our meeting was in Istanbul. I even prepared something which is Roman don't know. This is the photo of us, and I believe the
Oh
next
yeah.
one also will be in Istanbul. And actually, Roman, thank you so much for helping me. I know that you are arm wrestling addicted guy. You love arm wrestling, and
I
you
love this
was
sport.
from early beginning on it. So thank you so much. And of course, guys, we know that you already create some big list of the questions, and happy that you are. And Roman will help me about this question. He will read it, and I will do answer. And like you know, we have some topic of the live stream, like the main topic. And of course, you can ask everything if you goes now and you here with us. Ask everything you want. We will be answer for all your questions. So let's start.
So one of the most popular question, Alex, I can read here is that where have you been actually? Where have you been all this time? How what did it take you so long to compete on the elite level? Even though I don't think that it was so long, but many people ask you where have you been all this time? So you could just briefly tell us.
The answer, guys, is really simple. I always been not so far. I always been somewhere close to the main events, to the main party. I remember that the last time probably I was in an East versus West like a guest. After that, I have like a journey to the US, and I have seminar in the Texas, and always even the last king of the table, I was not like on that place, but I was searching and watching all what was happened. And you know, guys, it was small for me, like small pause, maybe not so big, but I know that a lot of you guys ask about when you will become back, and the answer very soon. I believe that the end of summer will be some special time, and the summer will be very hot. Like it's already, you know, a lot of upcoming events was announced, and arm wrestling is growing up. Arm wrestling is definitely growing up now. Absolutely happy about that. Absolutely happy to be part of this big community, and it's cool, guys. I think it's a very good times for arm wrestling. Really believe in that because you remember probably few years ago we have one or two good tournaments a year, and we were happy to go there. It was like special days, like you know, like New Year's Eve or something. You put it on the calendar, plan to go and somewhere, or watching with your friends or by yourself. And now we really have the highest level events every few months. Exactly, every few months we have something special, and community is growing up. Communities growing. You know, guys, sometimes I'm going to the gym, not just our gym regular for arm wrestling, but some new place, and guys going to you and ask you something about arm wrestling, where you can train arm wrestling. I already feel from other side, not from the main screen, that arm wrestling is growing. It's a good times for us.
Yeah, I have to admit, yeah, one of the best times for honestly. And it's because I agree, like community is getting bigger, broader, like new fans are coming, like
Oh,
all old fans are getting even more excited. And yeah, I totally agree everything you mentioned about above. So next question, Alex. This is Actually, the post, guys, we did the post, as you most of you know, on Alex's community channel, and you were free to ask. And right now, Alex will answer those questions. But also, whoever asks, I will keep monitoring the chat right now as live chat, and I will also, if there is any super chat or anything special question, I will also make sure that ask to Alex, and Alex will answer. So. This is Alex. This is the most popular question actually on that post you made, uh, and it's about your current form. So, how is Michael Garius is asking this question? I hope I pronounced his name correct. How is your form right now, and when are you planning to get back on the table? He did
Oh
not
yeah.
specify arm. He did not specify the arm. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for this question. And the answer, like the term, like I said before, I believe and I feel that it will be the end of the summer. About current shape, guys, I will say that it's like you have some periods, yeah, some prime shape on the competition day. And between the competition, you always compare your shape of current with the previous years. So I feel that like current shape, to say it about today, it's better like 10 or maybe 15% from previous years. And how far I am from my best for today, I believe that like I'm 2 months before or 2.5 before my very, very best shape. So like, I already feel in my mind that I want to go and wrestle today, but I want to make something special on coming back because it's a beautiful times, like we said. It's a beautiful times that we have these possibilities, like athletes. We can go somewhere and make it a special day. Of course, you can go and pull somewhere every 2 weeks, yeah. But in your mind, you always have some goals, and honestly, I have also some goals in my head, the special ones, and I need to be well prepared for the goals because the goals will be very, very high.
Yeah, great to hear. So there you go, guys. He answered one of the most popular question. Another interesting question, I would say, is where do you see yourself in the rankings right now? This is the Granny Soap Ladle is asking the question. So about yourself, ranking yourself, I assume that right hand, but he didn't specify. And also he asks the like second part of the question, who would you like to pull next? So asks you if you have any specific target right now.
So, guys, for now, I have some expectation, of course, in my mind, but to be respectful and understand that we have statistics. Yeah, statistics is always based by current matches of last time. Yeah, and if I was absent in this line of athlete who was all the time in it, to check, which is exactly my place, I need to go and check. This is actually the best way to check yourself. It's to go and pull with somebody and check what is your level. Yeah. Now we have like a lot of matches, a lot of possibilities. And sometimes it's even harder if you ask me about rankings of other guys. It's a little bit hard to say because like this guy lose with this guy only 2 months before, but now looks like he won with somebody stronger in 2 months. Yeah, and this is the question. It was like this guy was weak, or another just make the best shape in these 2 months. So it's beautiful if we will have some ranking system, yeah, which helps us and helps everyone understand where actually everyone is. To myself, I have no idea, honestly. I really need to go and check. I really need to go and check with the list of the guys and not only with one, because with one, it's sometimes not the answer.
Yeah.
Especially about the right hand, we have really long list of athletes which is active now. About left, maybe it's a little bit more easier because not the same number we have on the left, but I believe that left absolutely unpredictable and also interesting. In the right, we have absolute leader, yeah, Levan on the first place, and sometimes we just make the competitions between the contenders who will be the main contender. On the left, we have now Artem Morozov, very, very best athlete, in the best shape ever now and growing so fastly. And he's now actually have the title on the left, and he will be the pretender on the title on the right. He will be getting a match with the Levan, so he has a unique possibility to get two first place on the left and on the right. And I believe that he's very addicted now, very motivated by that. And
Alex,
about the left, yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but meanwhile you were talking about Morozov. I wanted to ask you, have you ever practiced with him, left, right hand? Have you ever pulled Morozov? I just wanted to ask you.
Only I help him warming up. I
Yeah.
remember before his match with Cody, and he probably in one day he was with, if I don't make a mistake, he was in one day has two matches with
Yes.
Dave and Cody. And I remember, yeah or not?
I believe it was that was correct, but he also had actually it's interesting because what I remember is he also had right-handed matches next East versus West event. He had also two matches. Right hand was versus Revaz and left hand was versus Ermes. So he actually back to back two events of East versus West had 4 matches. He's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy, guys. And believe, because other guys who also have two matches in a day, they know that like if you have already 1 hour fight, it's take some power of you. And if you have 2 hour fights and you won of both of them, it means you are really, really powerful and of course endurable. And about Artem, I remember that I helped him warming up, and that day he will pull with Scotty and Dave. We don't warming up. It's not the sparring, so I can say on my feelings how his shape, that he's very great, and about his results, absolutely. And about right and left, both hands, he's awesome. And he's a clever guy. He's not about just to use one main weapon. He's always fighting the possibility to make some troubles for his opponents on the setup. He's very fast, actually. He's very fast, and he is smart, so he understands where to go, where is like the place he need to attack. And if something not work, he's very good with coming back, with trying something new, something unpredictable for his opponent. So yeah, if I need to tell, he deserved the first place on the left hand, and he's very good contender on the right hand. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Great answer. So moving on, next question. Actually, right now I will ask briefly because this is latest question I just noticed from the chat. Victor is asking you about whether you going to pull John Brzenk anytime in your career. Are you going
about
to
John?
John Brzenk? Are you going to pull John Brzenk?
No, guys, the answer is very simple. Everyone, including myself, will be happy to pull John, just to stand above the John, to stand with John on one table and to practice everything. And of course, it will be the honor. It will be the honor to pull with John. And John is very special. John is very special for everyone. And John is a guy, for me, it was like videos and films from John's victories. It was like one of the first videos which I was watching about arm wrestling. So for me, it's also very special. And John is a beautiful person. It's not like the greatest arm wrestler. He's also he introduced arm wrestling to people by what he gives to the sport. He's awesome. He's awesome by that. Definitely. So absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of Western pullers, there was one question on the post that you made, Alex, before yesterday, and this question is about from Jonka, that's the YouTube channel, and he's asking, will there be a match between you and Devon anytime soon? All the best from Sweden.
Of course, guys. I would say that, for example, if to say we will pull in these days, it should be confirmation and already like sign contract with some organizers. About did we pull in past and did we will plan and pull in future? Yes, we was pulling in the past. It was like not the competition, but it was like practice. And I believe both of us will be happy to pull in the future. Of course, he has now like the plans to challenge himself. He's already have some list and already planning arm fights. Yeah, and in the future, if you ask me, guys, about the future possibilities, absolutely yes. It will be, I think, interesting because if some of you think that Devon is the guy who's now a little bit out of the top, I would say no. He's absolutely there. He's absolutely on the top. And about Devon, it's not about his level of the power, but about understanding arm wrestling by him. And about this case, I would say that he's one of the best, if not very best in the world. And to defeat him, it's absolutely not enough to be stronger than him. You just need to be really, really, really good arm wrestler to just give him a good fight. And of course, it's honor for everyone to pull with Devon because Devon is, in my opinion, the face of arm wrestling. This is the guy who make our community bigger and bigger and bigger. He like bring new people, make some interest, the fire in the hearts of new guys who coming into arm wrestling by him. So he's awesome, and we are happy that we have him in arm wrestling.
Mhm. Okay, let's do Alex like this. I just came up with the idea. I don't know if you would like it. So one question I will take from this community page, and one question I will take from the chat as well. So the to switch and also keep our people
Of
viewers
course.
also active. So last question I just saw was Yogesh Kumar is asking. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. He's saying, who would win between you and Vitaly? He did not specify arm, so you could answer on both hands.
Oh, guys, I would say honestly now with you that it will be very awesome match. And the left and right will be absolutely awesome match. And for right, if you remember the 1 year before rankings, the first was the Levan on right hand, I said. Second was Vitaly, and number 3 was Mind Spot on the right. Yeah. And honestly, I believe that now we have absolutely different list, and especially number 2 and 3, and rest of them it was switched a lot of spots. And this year, I believe that we have the same things to prove for ourselves and to everybody. We wants to come back our spot and maybe check everyone who is already taking that spot. And about left, because on the left we not have so big number of athletes who are also active on the left, and I believe that left hand with Vitaly will be very special. And I think that he also like put this fight for himself like a special, because we have of course absolute dominant Artem Morozov, who has spot number 1, yeah. But there is some numbers of the guys who also like active contenders. So it's Dadikan, Morozov, Vitaly. I would also put myself in the list of guys who want to be there, want to attack the spot number 1. And if we need to tell about some guys from the West, actually we have the Corey West, which already attacking the spot number 1 on the King of the Table. He will be trying his best power against Artem. So it will be 24th of June on the King of the Table on Dubai, and we will see what will be the comparison of the power of the West and the East. And after that, it will be even more clear the situation about the left. So I want to be shortly, but it's so interesting, guys. also for myself, to thinking about rankings, to thinking about who is stronger, this guy or this guy. And yeah, this is the answer.
Okay. Next, coming up the question, it's about rankings, and I also noticed that in the chat there was the question about where would you rank Devon after he's lost against Gennady. So I will combine these two questions, one from the posts and one from the chat. So give us your 10 top 10 arm wrestlers, and if Devon is included, obviously the second question will be also answered.
So to tell about rankings for now, like I said, it will be not so easy. Why? Easy to say who is number one. This is Levan. And about last his contender and actually the best, like who give him the toughest match, it was Ermes. So in my eyes, I put Ermes like number two, and it's also a little bit clear for myself. But we saw the matches between Devon and Gennady. We saw the matches between Dave and Gennady. We saw the matches between Jerry and Gennady. So also like Morozov and Dave.
Dave and Revaz as well, yeah.
Exactly, and Dave and Revaz. And you probably understand what I mean, yeah? So we have the guys so high level and it's so the good shape. So today can be one winner, another day another can be the winner of the match, and even it will be the same two athletes. And I would say the question about Devon, he's on the rankings or not, absolutely yes. Even after the match with Gennady, which both athletes was prepared pretty well and a fantastic shape, and Gennady and Devon, it was like absolutely not predictable, not one-sided. It was the war on the table, yeah. And can I say that, for example, in the few months, Gennady and Devon, Gennady still will be the winner of the match? I don't know, guys. It was so interesting and so high-leveled. So it will be really depends from the shape of the day. And I would say that, for example, I put Devon even in the favorite by hand control, but by special move, like which will be just effective to, I mean, special move is to find which move will be effective versus your opponent. I put like a favorite Gennady because he was able during the fight to find what
switch up techniques, yeah.
What is the correct technique? What is the main effective things which he needs to do, and he actually did this. So about the rankings, guys, if I will put somebody 2, 3, 4, 5, like I said, I would not to do it for now, but definitely it will be Ermes, definitely will be Devon, Gennady, Jerry. I don't want to put some numbers for these guys. They are all there on the high level pretenders for spot number 1 or spot number 2. And of course, Artem is there, and of course, Dave still there. For me, is a question. It was Revaz so like powerful now, and probably he's already number 2 or maybe number 1. We don't know. Or it was the not good day for Dave. Actually, this is like the question for myself also. And all the guys already there. They are very near, not far away from each other. It's if you say it about right hand. And for now, about left, it's also like a good time to make left hand great again. Like we have good list of athletes. So I believe you guys not blaming about to put somebody number 2, number 3, number 4, because in my opinion, we have numbers of the guys who are very close to each other. And as I said, it will be great to find some beautiful solution with the ranking system and like the same rules systems, same arm fight systems that like everyone knows how they pull each other, and everyone knows how to achieve more ranking, what they need to do, whom they need to defeat, and it will be like more clear in my opinion. But for now, 10 or maybe 15 guys who are very close to each other.
Alex, I have kind of intriguing question. Judging by the comments on chats that I was looking at right now, several chats were like popping up, mentioning the Revaz, mentioning Gennady, mentioning them against you, and I'm kind of me coming as a Georgian guy, this question will be kind of intriguing, in my opinion. So the thing is, you could you could answer me, and also I hope it will answer some many people's question. Would be if you had a match against Gennady on right hand, only right arm, and if you had match against Revaz, what do you think? Which match would be tougher for you? And the reason why I'm asking is that I know that you have pulled both back in 2018, and that could also influence your answer right now. Or you could just say that right now they are in totally different shape, but regardless, you have experience against both. So I think it's a kind of good question and somewhat tricky question because this is different times now. Just answer me if you had a match between you and you versus Gennady or you versus Revaz, which match do you think would be tougher for you? Maybe stylistically, I don't know. Go ahead.
So about the level of both athletes is very high. Yeah, very, very high. And Gennady and Revaz, and they improve a lot. I believe it's absolutely different shape, not the previous years. I believe that now guys are really had the best, especially Revaz. To analyze his last match with Dave, Revaz probably looking better than Levan was with Dave. Of course, I need to know it was the bad day for Dave or just Revaz already that good. But I believe, yes, I believe that Revaz, because I remember his matches in the past with Levan, Revaz was only one person who give very tough match on the walls to Levan. It was like a long pulling. It was not like one-sided or 1 second. About Gennady, Gennady is actually also the guy who was probably one of the worst opponent for Levan, yeah, to compare with some level. And like we said before, Gennady is always able to find the weakness in his opponent and find what will be needed to do to defeat his opponent. For me, if I need to compare with the past, yeah, with Gennady, it will probably a little bit more comfortable for me about hand control than with the Revaz. But if with the Revaz, it was also the question about stylistically. So because Revaz also about top, about hand control, and I don't know how good and how comfortable Revaz will feel, for example, in the hook, because I remember he was losing the match in the hook versus Artem, and he was pulled in the Moldova. I don't remember 2018 or 19, and he was
I think
in
it
the
was
final.
18, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in the final, and he lose with a guy from Ukraine. It was probably Piotr Magarin. He was losing with him on the hook also. So, and about Gennady absolutely comfortable in the hook. So yeah, it's different stylistically. And to say
So who
about
would be
today,
tougher? Who would be
I
tougher?
believe that tougher it's Revaz. Why? I put the slight tougher Revaz. Both are very tough opponents, but tougher Revaz about how he impressed myself with the match with Dave.
Dave.
So yeah.
If somebody asked me the same question, like, hey Roman, what do you think? Who would be tougher for Alex, Revaz, or Gennady? Judging by Revaz's last performance, I would pick him slightly tougher for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie. So I messaged the chat that we are at the 92 viewers right now. It's like around 90, goes down, goes up, goes down. So once we hit the 100, we are this close. We can discuss the main topic of the subject, Revaz versus Ermes. But before that one, guys, we will continue for the to answer some questions from the chat and also from the post we made earlier. So you versus Vitaly, you already answered. So let's talk about, there was also many questions about your arm wrestling exercise routine. And several questions were about your favorite exercise, and you can also talk about that one. And how often do you train? And you can also throw in some nutrition if you have anything specific or diet for your exercise, if you have any.
So about nutrition, it's also some like accent on the collagen, guys, because our sport is very hard for tendons, for joints, and we need to support it. So we said what was the difference for myself, like what I feel that I'm different in the meals and in the supplements from the other sports. I believe that it's a collagen, of course, so vitamin C, and of course MSM, and something like this is like a base. I don't use too much something else. I use it, but this is like a main stones. So collagen for me, it's a main stones to support joints and tendons. About favorite exercise, probably in the nearest time I even show you guys, maybe even on the live like now, maybe on some videos to show my favorite, maybe top 3 or top 5 favorite exercise. But of course it's absolutely things which improves your hand control, yeah, your pronation, your fingers, your wrist. And this is actually very interesting because in the last time I was wondering how to measure, to compare in which shape you now, about your fingers, about your wrist, about how to predict your hand control for now, for today. And to say it, and I actually prepared about this, for example, to say something about grip. You probably guys all knows about some kinds of these handles, yeah? When you work on the table and you need to be have some grip power and wrist cutting power, so it's combined both. And it was created something very beautiful about this. We have in the past already something like grippers, so something like this, which you are tired or not, you can close it. I don't know if it's here or not, and it's, oh yeah, perfectly. And this is actually the answer how you good for today. Smaller numbers we can use for train, bigger numbers just to check, are you good, are you like relaxed, are you now in a good shape, or are you tired after previous workout or something. About the machines and the block machines, we always use something like strap, something like this. And probably you guys know we have a lot of favorite exercise for the hammer. I mean, like this biceps curl in the hammer position of the wrist. And always we put some scales on the machine, like this type of scales or something else, like which is show you how much exactly your power in the same exercise. And of course, one of the base was always the power of the hammer, and with one hand like this. So, for example, resistance go in that direction, and you do something like this. Yeah, one of the main. But like I said, to show you better in the gym territory, it will be more clear what exactly my favorite. But in the last time, like I said, the base level, it's something with fat grip, and you just train it with grabbing it hardly, which improves your grip power and also your wrist. And we create something very interesting. You probably already saw the video. We create the things which is helps you to check your grip power. So to do something on this, you actually need to hold it hardly with the chalk or not. It depends if you have it or not. With chalk on it will be better. And try to rolling by the wrist with holding
Flex, yeah,
by all power of your grip, yeah. And already have the video about trying like guys who already was compare their level. And actually we have this video on the channel, so you can check it, or maybe you already did. So the same with this device is the same like with the gripper. So this is actually show you where are you now, yeah. So you can train, and after that, okay, I'm improved my result, I see. for example, today I have number X. In 2 months of preparation, I see I have 1.2 of X, so 20% better. Or I see that I goes down, that I'm probably not in the best shape, or maybe just not in a best condition, maybe just tired because of previous training of yesterday or something. Sometimes we don't feel it, but like I said, that grippers of machines don't like have some expectation. They just show you the result. And about usual gripper, in the last things which I was watching from the guys who was trained 10 or 20 years before when I go into arm wrestling, I was watching that they did something like this with the straight wrist and do something like this. I don't know, it's clear or not. So yeah, the same like Roman do it. So
how much kg is that? What's the kg?
40. But of course, we
Mine
have the
is 60.
regulator.
Mine
Oh,
is
yours
60.
better. Yours better. So we
See,
have
I'm
both. We have
stronger than you,
regulator.
Alex.
Exactly. So I love to do this with the straight wrist, with the position of the fingers the same like on the start, and to do it like this, and we create actually the same like with regulators, but with bigger screen, here like this. And when guys watch it, what I did in the past, they do even special surface to hold it like this, and also with the straight wrist. So the same.
Yeah, different variations.
Yeah, arm wrestling now is growing up. Absolutely, it's become bigger. Like a lot of ideas, which was only in the heads of different athletes, going into reality. Now the methods of the preparations are improving. The techniques on the table are improving. The judgings, the everything actually, guys. So now our sport that is like going to real high sport level, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, and I believe that in the nearest future it will be even better.
Okay, great. So, Alex, since you mentioned this Wristmaster, I wanted to also that I was preparing a question about Wristmaster next one. Since you already mentioned it, I will say, guys, the link of the Wristmaster is already in the description box. So after this live stream is done, if you want to check out and buy you some, it's available. Click on the link below. So there were questions about Wristmaster. Many questions on your last video got like almost 100K views. The thing is, in the chat, I also saw there is Kursad Akaya. I'm sorry if I pronounced name wrong. He's asking about how thick is this handle. He says, is it 50 millimeters thick? So like 5 centimeters. I guess he means the diameter. So how it's 50. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes. The question is answered. Okay. Next question. I would say is like kind of I rarely see this type of question. It's from Mike Bolan. It was on the post comment. If it was up to you, Alex, what would be the perfect arm wrestling tournament? Location, rounds, rules, etc., etc. So if it were up to you, your perfect condition, like perfect tournament, location, rounds, and rules.
You know, guys, we have something for today. We have East versus West, which is a beautiful platform for the chance to see the team versus team. Because everyone, of course, pull there for win. But we have the West team and East team. It's beautiful. We have King of the Table, where we have like the rankings match, and everyone's go there for spot number 1 to be the best and only best. And if you ask me about the rules, because I have the chance to compare in the past tournaments, like usual tournaments, when everyone's have just to win or not lose to be the best, and like we have 20 athletes, and they pull by a system like in category of A or B, and who won like goes in the up, who lose goes down, who lose twice goes out. I would say that professional arm fights system is very good for now. And we have two possibilities: 6 rounds or 5 rounds, which is mean in the 5 rounds, if you won 3 of them, you
Oh,
already
best of
win.
5. Yeah, yeah.
If you are in the 6 and you won 4, you are the winner. Or sometimes you have even 7 rounds if you have 3-3 by different opponents. For myself, I would say it's very cool if we have like longer arm fights. I like to watch 6 rounds or until somebody had 4 winners. Yeah, 4 rounds for already taken. Because when I watched the video arm fight of Gennady and Devon, it was so cool, and I really want to watch a couple rounds more. So if you ask me, uh, for bigger numbers of arm fights, this is a beautiful system. 5 rounds, yeah. If we have like couple of athletes and we are very interested about 2 of them, so it's better to watch 6 rounds. And about the rules, now rules also improving. Who is the judge? Yeah, you ask. And judge is the hardest work ever. Never like guys come to judge and say, thank you so much. It was good. It was great. And you know what I want to say now? I actually want to say thank you to all of you. You make very hard work, and work which is actually not always have some thanks from the community. And I really want to say that sometimes athletes during the match, they are emotional, they feel something special during the match. You guys know what it means. You need to be in the match to know what is it kind of the feeling. And after when emotions calm down, you understand that actually the guy was in the middle of the table, was like between your and your opponent, was there just to help you. He was there just to help you to pull in the same rules fair to both of you, to set up you in the starting position in the best, like fair and clear to both of you. And you ask me about the rules. I would say that now rules which is used in the East versus West and the King of the Table are probably more likable for me than strict WAF rules which is used for tournament. Because for tournament, they are very effective. Tournament should be go fast with
Good
some,
point, Alex. Good point.
yeah, some limit of times, and judge sometimes give the fall, give the strict things which is like you say it, make this piece of show from the competition. But if we say about the competition, about tournament, this is about only result, yeah. And if we say it about really show event, yeah, which is very enjoyable for the viewers, I believe, and of course for athletes, it's about arm fight system, about rules of arm fight. So if you now try to find the perfect solution, so probably uh, the place like Dubai or Turkey, Istanbul is actually the good place. I believe that in the future we will get some place like this in Canada, in States, in something where in the middle in Europe, and maybe in the eastern part of the world also, because I believe that it will be the great if like the greatest guys from different tournaments will go to the arm fight system, and after that by rankings they will go to the professional arm fight event where like the viewers will be watching who is actually the best. And of course the system when we have the arm fight of the night, like the very best guys, of course very interesting for everyone.
Mhm. Alex, there was one question on the your post about your past sport and why you switched to the arm wrestling. So the question is by Guitar and Joya. Sorry, pronouncing the name is not my thing. Hey Alex, how and why did you switch from powerlifting to arm wrestling? And then there is the replay that so one guy says that he thought you were a rugby player. So just put their lights on this question. What type of sport were you carrying before, and why did you switch to arm wrestling, and when? Actually, that's also very important.
So honestly, guys, I never doing some powerlifting in my past. I did a lot of sports, from athletes, from running, from swimming, uh, disc throwing, and different kinds of it. And of course, I was even trying arm wrestling like a kid on the usual table, not in arm wrestling table, but it was not the competition. It was kind of challenge with the best in the class in the high school or something like this. And to say it, like in the students' years, I was tried already in the arm wrestling table, which was not professional arm wrestling table like every one of you watch it now, but it was kind of special table for arm wrestling on it. And it was my first try and first competition in 2014. It was like competition, like with the list, with the names on this list, with somebody says, okay, now we have two athletes and they will be pool. And it was my first. And 2017 was the day when I was won the nationals. And so from that moment, I even like train arm wrestling like in purposely. So I go into the gym and not doing something general, but trying to do something for arm wrestling. So previous sport was American football. I have even the break between when I started arm wrestling, only trying, and after that was period of American football, and after that was come back and the period of arm wrestling. And to say it about something before, like before high school, like I said, it was running, sprint running, like short distance, like 100 meters. Was disc throwing. I actually was the champion in the youth for like young guys by the result, and even throwing the special rubber device, like looks like a ball into the, like you need to throw it for the distance. My record was 72 meters. It was like a record of our high school and also like our region. And
That's impressive. That's impressive.
yeah, it was something actually, you know, when you were a kid, you always take a challenge with your like friends and you want to be the best version of yourself actually, and you want to be best in something, so you want to try to find which is good for you. Yeah, so for myself it was like a lot of power sport, which I was only trying but not going in, and arm wrestling, it's like something which is already taken my heart for the longer period of my life.
Yeah. Alex, to sum up this topic, there was also another question about exactly which league, what league Dalton is asking the question, what league did you play football in? So you can just say the league name or whatever
Yeah,
you think the answer of the
when
question.
I when I played, it was in our country. We in that day we have only one league, like National League of Poland. It was like
Mm-hmm,
all
mm-hmm.
the teams in one league. So I played in our league, and when I finished, actually, it was the day when league was separated into smaller one. So it was the day when I was finished. Uh, Actually, we have in the past the same in arm wrestling. Also, like it was one league. After that, it was divided to the two. For now, we have a lot of them, and
Yeah.
you know, it's not bad, not good. If it helps sport to growing up, I say it's okay. And about football for today, because guys always invite me to watching the matches and or going to enjoy to the train with them. And now we have like two main leagues. So one is like professional, in the addicted to the Ministry of Sport, and the second one it's like also like a council of clubs, and the clubs play with each other and check who is the best.
Alex, very good question for me. I find this question very interesting and funny. If you see Levan, do you realize he will destroy you? That's the question. I
The
like
one is
this
good.
question.
The one is very good friend of mine. We know each other from honestly early beginning of both our careers. It was 2017. He won that year the Zloty Tour Cup. It was World Professional Wrestling Cup. He was number 1 on the right. I was number 3, and it was a very big list of names. It was Silayev there, Vitaly Laletin was there, David Yekape was there, Artem Arif was there, Tsvetkov was there. It was a lot of big names and a lot of like pretenders. So it was the special moment. And after that, so we both of us go to the league of top 8, like the 8 best guys was pulling each other, and in the final, like we find out who is the strongest. For me, it was the big honor. I was like an absolutely new guy in the class, and it was actually the beautiful chance to earn experience from the best guys in the world. I believe that in that part, I really get some knowledge about arm wrestling and really find some out what is this sport about. And after it was the start of second edition of Top 8, Levan was pulled with Dave. I was pulled with Ermes. So Levan won his match. I won my match. But after that, we have the break of league. And after that, we go to the some new. It was King of the Table program, which is very beautiful and now is growing up and made our sport are really huge, really huge. Yeah. And now Levan will have his first match in East versus West.
His
and
debut.
I believe that, guys, I will be not waiting too long to join him in this party. So probably we will see me there also. I would not say about when exactly, but I say absolutely yes, I will be there.
Yeah, actually, fun fact is that even though Levan beat Morozov, let's say, right? He's still not gonna be the champion of East versus West. He needs to beat he needs to beat Ermes, and he needs to beat Jerry, because they are both technically ranked above him in East versus West. It's
I know that
tricky.
both of them have like the title, because they need to check, like they need to
Ermes and Jerry, yeah.
And after that, we know who is a regular champion of East versus West, and this guy can pull with winner of Levan and Morozov fight. And after that, we already know also who is the strongest there. But honestly, guys, I need to be fair with you, like strict with you, and I would say that Levan is the strongest by rankings, by everything. And to be strongest for nowadays, you just need to defeat Levan. This is the question.
So Alex, you mentioned Ermes. So I think it's now it's time to finally talk about the main topic. So you mentioned Ermes. So I don't know which question you would like to answer first, but I hope you will answer both. So either you answer first, what do you think about Revaz versus Ermes, or you can start by saying your possible rematch, because that was also popped up in the chat and also popped up in the comment section on the post. So either you start answering Revaz versus Ermes, or just your rematch versus Ermes, and then go to Revaz versus Ermes. It's up to you.
Okay, so guys, I begin from the question of rematch. Guys, to be respectful for the guys who pull now more than myself, they already in the process and they did hard to earn the place. It will be fair if I will be coming back with somebody to deserve this match with this guy. I want to say that it's respectful for the guys. I know how much energy they put, and they deserve the spot, like I say, to main contender. And now about Revaz and Ermes. Both of them are awesome. Ermes already showed, which nobody before him showed, a very tough match for Levan. Because previously it was always guys like this, something on setup and one move, and this the end. Only Vitaly was given some kind of the match of tough round in the final of top 8, but what Ermes did in the last, it was
that version of Levan was definitely way better, I can bet, because Levan has many interviews ahead and said all the time the way everybody knows that top 8 version of Levan is below what he is right
Yeah,
now. He is in his best shape, and
absolutely.
Hermes pulled the best version of Levan, strongest at least. So yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. So sport growing, and Levan like a headliner of this growing. He knows how to compare. Actually, he's the best professor or teacher who said, "Oh, now students, you are on this level. You need to do something to be better version of yourself."
it's
And
raising the bar.
to say it about Revaz, Revaz is a not new guy. Absolutely not new. He was, like we said before, Revaz is the guy who has a very tough match with Levan on votes in the past. And actually, what is Revaz? Revaz is a guy who now absolutely incredibly won with Dave on the last East versus West. So this is the current shape of Revaz, which was very, very high improving. And to say what will be Revaz versus Hermes, I would say this is the match with unpredictable result, really. And I want to see this match. Why? Because if Hermes won with Jerry, yeah, I'm still don't know it will be like the clear favorite in these two guys or not. I'm still don't know. So of course I wanna watch more matches of Revaz, especially for now. It's very high interest to person of Revaz about his shape and pull with other guys. And
So what do you think, Alex? Briefly, sorry to interrupt you, but it's on the topic you were just talking about. Since you mentioned you want to watch more matches of Revaz right now because he's kind of different level before he was. So what do you think? Who would be your favorite opponent against Revaz? Like your the most favorable match that you would love to see Revaz pulling against someone. So who would be that guy?
honestly, honestly, Hermes. Why?
So
Because
Revaz versus Hermes is your favorite match right now
yeah,
to watch. Yeah.
yeah, it will be my favorite match, and for me it will be the answer because, like I said before, I put Hermes on the second place after Levan, and Revaz now show incredible performance with Dave, and I want to see how he will be with Hermes exactly. So he
Yeah.
is already there, or how it will be, and this is exactly unpredictable. If you ask me, I have no idea how it will be.
Yeah. I will, if I may, I will give my thoughts about this, just to fulfill the point of the view what you were saying about this possible match, Revaz versus Hermes. Um, I would love to see that match because was it really Dave was that weak compared to his version against Hermes, and maybe was that the reason why Revaz won so easily compared to the Hermes win against Dave, or does it really mean that Revaz was that strong? So if Dave Chaffee's level was the same as he pulled Hermes and Revaz, it means that Revaz is more impressive than Hermes. But we don't know. That's what we would like to see. We don't know. Was it maybe Dave was not in his best shape? Who knows? Obviously, right? So I think it would make total sense after Hermes versus Jerry match, in my perspective, to see Hermes versus Revaz, for instance, or at least Revaz to pull at least a loser of that match because regardless of who will lose versus between Jerry and Hermes, it would be still worthy opponent for Revaz and vice versa. So I believe Revaz has to have a title shot at least on East versus West.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely agree. We have very, very good possibilities of upcoming match. For example, after the match with Levan and Artem, I'm still interested to watch probably Artem versus Jerry or versus Hermes. I'm definitely, like I said, mostly interested to watch Hermes versus Revaz. And Jerry also, like Jerry and Revaz is also an interesting match for me. So these guys are very close to each other. And I believe that Gennady also chasing this group. Gennady also wanna, the now version of Gennady is bigger, is stronger, probably even more endurable. So he's also there. And maybe Dave makes some awesome coming back now, something unexpected
I think Alex's stream got stuck. I hope it's only temporary, guys. Tell me in the comment quickly. Am I also frozen? Because I don't think I'm frozen. No. Yeah. Meanwhile, guys, I'm looking also all the chat that we are as we move on. Only Alex is frozen. Okay, just Alex. Before Alex gets back, I will take it from here, guys. Ask me anything you want. Maybe ask about Alex as well, because me and Alex constantly were talking about his plans and stuff. So maybe I know something that you would like to ask Alex too. Yeah, I hope Alex will be back soon. Yep. So yeah, Alex versus Jerry would be a great match actually. And guys, to remind you, Alex said that his possible rematch versus Ermes would not be straight away his goal. He said that since Ermes is proving himself constantly, and on the other hand, Alex is taking pause so long, he respects the hard work of Ermes, and he said that he earned the place where he stands right now. And he said that before his rematch versus Ermes, he needs to pull someone else to at least prove to everyone else that he is right there as well and deserves the shot. Even though he has the win against Ermes last time when they pulled. Um, did Vitaly have a go on the Twitter device? Twister device. That's a wristmaster. That's the name of this wrist flexor device. And unfortunately, obviously, I was the guy who made this video, and unfortunately, Vitaly was already nowhere to be found back then. Oh, the super chat. The HF Riser tossing some coins. Thanks for the content, guys. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support you are giving us. Oh, Alex is joining back, guys. Hey, Alex, I took over the chat. I answered one question, and there was meanwhile you were out. We got some super chat, so maybe you need to go out again, and now we stayed. Just...
I'm really will be happy to watch the show also,
Yeah.
not like the part of
just turn off the video and pretend that you are not here. They will super chat. Anyways,
Okay.
that was the HF Razor. He said that tossing some coins, guys. Thank you for your content. So yeah, I appreciate the support. We both obviously, Alex appreciates your support,
Oh yeah,
guys.
guys, thank you so much. Really thanks to everyone who watched us and who support. It will be helps to channel to growing up and to make more interesting content for you guys. And of course, so all your feedback, it's like beautiful information for us. What is your like interested in about maybe trainings, about interview with some special guests? What is actually will be like your favorite topic. So if you have some ideas what you want to watch or what you want to way to do, so just write in comments. We'll be happy to do it.
Okay. There is some questions about the answers you already gave, so I will answer them by typing so that we could keep on the subject while you are talking, Alex. Um, So another question, I could go back to the post that we made. So mainly you answered all the main topics. Oh yeah, several times popped in the chat, and also I saw the this post comment we made. So there is a comment. Who do you think will dethrone Levan? And in the chat there was the question, what do you think? Who will be the first So I personally think that this question is kind of tricky because it means he's asking who will be the first one who beats Levan. So it means if you say anyone else's name other than Morozov, it means that you think that Morozov won't beat Levan. So that's kind of tricky question. So you can answer about who would be the guy who will dethrone Alex first.
Guys, I would say that we have like number of contenders. Artem in, Ermes in, Revaz for now very in, and this is like the main guys. Also, we have like Jerry. If Jerry now coming back and beat Ermes and go to the match with Levan, it will be depends of his result with Jerry. Maybe he will be like even a favorite. Maybe we will see like very best version of Jerry. And this is actually the guys who can be there. Maybe in a few months, the list will be bigger, But for today, I see those guys like the main contenders.
All right. Mm-hmm. Let's. I will take a look on the chat right now. Maybe there are some comments that we missed. Alex versus Vitaly, Devon, you already answered. Oh, Zaur versus Alex.
Oh yeah,
That's
absolutely.
interesting one. Obviously, right hand, they mean.
I'm absolutely interested in this match because of level. Zaur was got some injured, and now he's coming back so fastly. So we will see what his level now. It's the same or like he needs more time. Actually, sometimes the athletes need time because to be on the best challenges sometimes take a bit of your energy, and you need to have a rest sometimes. If you don't have a rest, sometimes can be something happen with like or Michael or Zaur or with a couple of guys. What I mean exactly is injuries, and you need to do everything to be best version of yourself, to be healthy and strong. So when Zaur will be coming back, and I will be on the list guys who can be predict on this match, I will be happy to pull with him.
Alex, I have the question. It just popped in my mind right now. Who was the last guy who took your wrist in the super match? I'm not saying that who defeated you. I'm just saying that who actually took the wrist, like cracked your wrist back. Who do you remember to do that?
With Dave, it was like this position when I was trying to pull him, pull a little bit, even in the first round. He taken my wrist, but I believe it was more not about the wrist, but more about side pressure. Yeah. But would say that his wrist was also on that high level, that his wrist was not opened, and he was on this straight position, maybe a little bit like this, opened my wrist. And after this first round, he was able, so he was the guy.
Dave is the guy, yeah. Okay. And to throw in some intrigue, would you think that since then you improved stylistically or like powers or strength? So if you put Dave right now, let's say, or in several months, do you think that same thing would happen to your wrist? Do you think, or you think your wrist will hold strong? Like, do you feel that you have improved?
In my feelings, I of course will be first of all more experienced guy. I already will know what to expect from my shape, and I already know how good can be Dave on the setup and on actually on the arm fight. So probably it will be more better version of myself in the next match with Dave. About results, I would not say any predictions because our sport is unpredictable, because you are going better, and this is actually the same what is your opponent do. About the wrist, I think my wrist will be better, so I will have the better chance to have better wrist and hand control about the day. But about the results, I would not say that I will be like the high favorite in the match.
Alex, I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite like weight, your most comfortable weight? Because I know you change weights slightly, but what's your favorite? Like where do you feel the most comfortable?
I remember that how I was feeling, for example, in 155. So well, in the future, this is actually the ways which is good for me, when I will be also fit and awesome and nice, and not have any
only quality, my friend. Only
yes,
quality.
exactly. And maybe couple kilos up. So between 155 and 160. For now, what I feel by previous version of myself, I feel that it will be the good ways.
I think that's one of your highest because you are usually 150 to 155. Usually
Yes.
you are that round, but you think
Yeah.
still would be only quality if you go up to 160. That's awesome, and that's kind of threatening, because it would be
But like I said to you, for me, it's
tough.
I don't sure it will be 157 or 60 or 50, 56. When I will be going there, I will be like check myself how it's good, whereas
Yeah,
I'm
obviously.
stronger. So it's more about trainings. It's more about the strengths.
Yeah. And to tell us, you already mentioned that in couple months or so, you believe that you will reach the best shape, the shape you want to be competing with. Where do you think, what's your percentage wise right now? What do you think you are? Because like Revaz used to say, I'm 40%, I'm 60%. What do you think which percent are you?
No, I don't say that I'm 40% or 60. Of course, the shape of myself before the match it's not the same. Yeah, because this is actually about my planning to be best version of myself in the day of competition. But I think 65 or 70, it's something there.
So if you took as a 100% measurement your best shape ever that you have ever been, if that's 100%, you are 65 to 70 of it, right?
Yeah,
Something
but
like that.
remember that I'm compared in some ways in the gym. Yeah, and the best result, the best answer on the table, it's actually a fight on the table, and you have some expectations. You know how you look and how you feel with the same exercise you did before. So, like we say, the grip power is something which is tell you something which, if it's important for you. The power of the grip and the wrist is also the answer. The power of the hammer is also the answer. So, by combining all those aspects, I would say yes. I would say yes. Something like this. So, like in 2-3 months, it will be like the shape which will be better than my previous best shape.
Another question, but this is not for you. I would ask fans right now, guys. You could just throw in the name you would love to see the collaboration video or just live stream with Alex. Guys, you have your chance right now to also uh, wish to see. Um, Alex needs to start curling. There's Valexoy is saying what type of curling. He did not mention wrist curling or bicep curling or what type of curling. He did not
All
specify.
type of curling.
Just curl. Just
Yes.
go ahead, Alex. Just
Yeah.
curl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There's some guy said that he remembers Revaz was 60% when he beat Michael Todd. I think no. I think he was 40 when he beat Michael Todd.
Let's do something like this because I of course know that we have like questions, but this is not our last live. We will do continue.
Obviously not.
So
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 best questions you see, and it will be for today. And of course we will plan something, and we will make the introduction of our next live with probably the guest. So also I'm enjoying to the question of Roman, guys. If you're watching this, just write in the comments what will be interested for you, and also what like is names of the guests which you want to see, and probably the questions for that, guys.
Yeah. Oh, there are a bunch of comments right now that I need to also take a look. How is Alex shape in percentage? He already answered. Timmy Turner, great guy, part of the community. He said around 65 to 70%. Mhm. Papa. So I will give you the comment from the post we
Okay.
made because majority of them were like replaying themselves and we almost answered all of it. Rematch against Hermes, you already answered. You don't have anyone specific in your target right now, but which organization are you willing to pull next? At least you could tell us that. Yeah.
Like I'm absolutely interested to pull guys from the top 5 and to check myself where am I, and after that if I'm ready to go through and go high, I want to go high, and this is actually my goal. So I want to be respectful for the guys. Don't say that I want to be go now somewhere. To go somewhere, I need to deserve, and to deserve, I want to go to pull with somebody who already clear how strong on the list, and after that, we can pull in some other. It's about the right. About the left, it's a little bit more easily. We already said it previously. So, and about the right, we have a good number of contenders. So to deserve to be there, you need to prove something first.
There is one question about your. So, have you rejected the proposals, like offerings from East versus West to pulling on East versus West? Have you rejected while you were inactive lately?
No. Actually, honestly, we are working on it, and this is the big chances. I don't want to say something until this is will be official, but Engin have my word and my respect, and I'm definitely will be one of the part with East versus West.
Yeah,
like,
guys.
it's only it's
Alex
only
already said he would
time.
love to pull that East versus West. So
Yeah.
I don't know where that question came from.
Maybe for now it will be last question, and the last question I actually will be happy to answer of yours. like I said at the beginning before.
I asked already so many questions.
I wanna say before your last question to myself that I'm really thankful that you are here. I'm with you, and I'm really happy that we have such awesome community, and you are the one of the fire.
I'm tiny part of the community.
I would say that not like a big of the size of you, but your size of your heart and the meaning of what are you doing for me, for Levan, for Ermes, how you promote, how you help, how you also help to Engin. It's beautiful that armwrestling has you, and you're always somewhere in the center of the events, in the center about everything which is in armwrestling. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex, for giving me the chance to be with you at this journey. And today's live stream is the beginning of it. I would love to, like many of you already know, guys, I may even mentioned during this live stream that the last video of Alex in Istanbul was recorded by me, but not because I was expecting anything else. I just wanted to help my friend. And that's I even announced it that I would help my friend even on my live stream video that I did right before recording your video, Alex. So all I do is like really from my heart. And thank you, Alex, again to give me this chance to prove that I really want to do good for arm wrestling, and also obviously good for you as you are coming back in action. Thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure by my side, and really thanks you. Shake the hand.
Like this, somehow like that.
Yeah. So thank you,
we
guys.
will wrap this up, guys, right? We will wrap this
up. Thank you, guys, for watching us today. Thank you so much for your activities. It was first coming back videos, and like we said before, it will be more now, and we will do something interesting for you. So if you have some ideas about the guests or about any questions to do live stream from the gym, or about some favorite exercise or anything you want, guys, ask, and
you can comment on this video as well, because maybe some of you just mentioned in chat, but you can also comment as live stream is about to be ended. You can just comment, leave the comment, who would you love to see Alex doing live stream with, or do some collaborations and stuff like that. Okay. I did the same what you were about to say, Alex. So
thank you.
We will wrap this up.
Thank you, everyone, and see you soon, very, very soon.
Take care, guys. Take care.